Hello everyone, I hope you all are good. So in this session, we are going to discuss AIET 2 JEE questions. Okay, so as usual, I have taken some important questions. So let's navigate through those questions. So the very first question I have taken is question number 2 of your paper. Let's read it. Consider the following velocity and time graph. Okay, so this is velocity time graph. Which one of the following is the value of average acceleration from 8 second to 12 second? Then, so average acceleration we have to calculate. How we will calculate it? Average acceleration we will calculate as change in velocity by time interval in which this is happening. Then we have to do from 8 to 12 seconds. So 8 second is this and 12 second is this. So if you notice graph from 8 to 12 second, then the graph portion is this and this has a constant slope. Also, you must be knowing that velocity time curve may slope is equal to acceleration. So here the graph has a constant slope means constant acceleration and hence average acceleration will be same as constant acceleration. Then because if the values are not changing, it means their average is also the same value. Then simple mathematics. So if you calculate here the slope of this thing, it is making how much angle with the positive x-axis direction, obtuse angle. So definitely slope is going to be negative. So average acceleration will be negative. How much? How much negative slope is this? So y by x you will do. Then that is velocity. This velocity value, that is how much? 8 minus 4 by 4 divided by in what time interval it is happening. So that is 12 minus 8. So this is minus 4 by 4. So this is minus 1 meter per second square. So correct option will be D. Then, so acceleration here will be negative because from 8 to 12 seconds, slope of the curve is constant, that is negative, and hence average acceleration will be equal to this constant value. Now let's move on to the next question. In the arrangement as shown, tension T2 is, T2 kya hoga? So this is a very simple question. All you need to do here is write the free body diagram. अगर आप यहाँ पे देखो तो टेंशन इज एक्टिंग अपवर्ड एंड देन ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स इज डाउनवर्ड सो done. And since this is a single string and in single string tension will remain same throughout if this pulley is massless and nothing is given about the pulley, so we'll assume it is massless. So here also tension will be what? T. And again, I have, like, you must be knowing, tension always acts away from the body. So if I apply tension on the pulley here, it will be T like this. Tension on this mass I have taken as in the upward direction away from this 10 kg block. But on pulley, if you indicate, then it will be T down. Now, if you talk about pulley, then pulley has, it's connected with a string like this. So tension T, tension T. And then there is another string acting like this. So it will also have certain tension. T dash up le lo kuch bhi. And since this pulley is massless, net force acting on any system is equal to mass into acceleration. Since here mass is 0, so net force will always be 0. In that same case, T dash will be equal to 2T. Okay? So here the tension is 2T. Now let's talk about this thread which has tension T1 and T2. So we need to write equations over there. So if you talk about the equilibrium of this point, this particular point where two threads are meeting, agar aap nikaloge, then a free body diagram will look like what? Let me draw it here for you. So it is this. Done. So this point is connected with this many threads. 3 threads are there, right? अब इक्वेशन ये फोर्सेस को लिखो. सो यहाँ पे टेंशन T2, यहाँ टेंशन T1. Away from the point I will draw 2T is this. Now this T1 and T2 we can break them into vertical and horizontal components. So यहाँ पे ऐसे बना लो. It is this. And since this angle is given and also this angle is given, so whatever is this angle will be this angle. Whatever is this angle will be this angle. That is 60. And here this is 30. So if you talk about T2, then T2 cos 30. T2 cos 30 will be equal to T1 cos 60. So from here, T2 root 3 by 2 will be equal to T1 by 2. So 2 will get cancelled and T1 is equal to root 3 T2. We are getting this from here. Okay. Now let's talk about this 2 will be equal because at this point only horizontal force acting is in this sense and this sense. Since this point is massless, net force or system is in equilibrium also. So whatever force is acting in the right will act in the left. So I have equated it here. That is why. अब आप देखो vertically भी in vertical direction also net force acting must be zero, right? Because system is in equilibrium. तो अगर आप equation लिखोगे vertical के लिए, then it will become T1 sin 60. Sin 60 is how much? Root 3 by 2 plus T2 sin 30, that is half, will be equal to 2T. 2T. And T will be equal to how much? अगर आप इस 10 kg block की बात करो, तो 10 kg block पे 10 G force is acting in the downward sense. T is acting in the upward sense. So from this block thing, T must be equal to how much? It should be equal to 100 Newton. So here if I am writing 2T, it means I am talking about 200 Newton. ठीक है. अब आप देखो T1 को क्या लिख सकते हो? T1 को लिख सकते हो √3 T2. तो यहाँ आप लिख दो √3 T2 into √3 by 2 plus T2 by 2 is equal to 200. If you are going to solve it, √3 into √3 क्या हो जाएगा? 3 by 2 T2, 3 by 2 T2 plus T2 by 2. ठीक है. So that will become equal to 4 by 2 T2. ठीक है. And this will be equal to how much? This will be equal to 200. So T2 is equal to how much? T2 is equal to 100 Newton. Done. So T2 is equal to 100 Newton. Correct answer will be B. So your answer here, I can write this as B. Now let's look at this question. A block of mass 10 kg is kept on a rough inclined plane as shown in the figure. A force of 3 Newton is applied on the block. The coefficient of a static friction between plane and the block is 0.6. What should be the minimum value of force P such that block does not move downward? Done. So we have to make it certain that block is not moving downward. T is acting upward. Gravitational force will like a force of 3 Newton is applied on the block like this in the downward sense. And what should be the minimum value of P? P का minimum value क्या होना चाहिए such that block does not move downward. Such that block downward move नहीं कर रहा. तो you just need to write the free body diagram. अगर आप यहाँ पे लिखोगे तो सबसे पहली चीज क्या है? 10 kg पे P इधर फोर्स लगा, इधर लग रहा है 3 न्यूटन एक्सटर्नल फोर्स. नाउ ग्रेविटी mg विल एक्ट इन द डाउनवर्ड सेंस एंड इसका एक कंपोनेंट होगा अलोंग द प्लेन. यू ऑलरेडी मस्ट बी नोइंग. एंड दिस कंपोनेंट विल बी mg sin थीटा. सो m कितना है? 10 है. g कितना है? 10 है. sin थीटा कितना है? 1/√2. So this is 100/√2. Now there will be one more force acting, that is your force of friction. So जैसे two forces नीचे की तरफ लग रहे हैं, so let's say I'm saying that this downward force is dominating than P, then in that sense what will happen? Friction will act in the upward sense. Done. So friction का value क्या लिखोगे? Friction is mu n and mu is how much? 0.6. नॉर्मल रिएक्शन विल बी mg cos थीटा, क्योंकि mg का एक कंपोनेंट इधर जाएगा. दिस विल बी योर mg cos थीटा. So 0.6 into m, that is 10, into g cos theta, that is 1/√2. So this is 10. So this is 60/√2. Now let's equate the forces upward and downward along the plane. क्योंकि हमें सिस्टम को इक्विलिब्रियम में रखना है. सो यू विल राइट हियर P plus F is equal to 3 न्यूटन प्लस ग्रेविटी का कंपोनेंट दैट इज 100/√2. सो P प्लस F को क्या लिखोगे? F इज 60/√2 इक्वल टू 3 प्लस 100/√2. ठीक है. So this is going to be the case. If we solve it, this will become how much? 100 minus 60, that is 40/√2 plus 3. So if you're going to solve it, it will become almost equal to how much? अगर यहाँ पे √2 कर दो, √2 कर दो, so this will become 20√2 plus 3. ठीक है. So this will be near about 28 plus 3 near about 31 से थोड़ा larger, so that is close to your 32 Newton. So correct answer will be here what? Answer will be your 32 Newton. ठीक है. चलो. Two boys, each of mass 10 kg, are sitting on the opposite ends of a horizontal beam of mass 12 kg. So इसका मास कितना है? 12 kg है. And length is 2 meter. इसका length total given है, that is your 2 meter. My diagram is not perfect. Sorry for that. The beam is rotating about a vertical axis through its center. It is rotating around this. And omega का value क्या है? Always it is suggested to write omega in radian per second because that is the SI unit. So this is your 5 revolution per minute. So this will be equal to 5 into 2 pi by 60. So this is your this and this is your this. So pi by 6 radian per second, omega. Now the angular momentum of system about the axis of rotation is. So around the axis of rotation, what will be the angular momentum of system? So angular momentum is written as what? It is written as I omega. Okay. So magnitude we have to calculate. We have to do I omega. Now what is the moment of inertia of the system? So there are two boys here, 10 kg, 10 kg mass hai. Okay. And then there is a beam of 12 kg mass. So there are three things in the system. Moment of inertia will be sum of all these three moment of inertia. So I को आप क्या लिखोगे? First person का mass क्या है? 10 kg. It is at what distance from the axis of rotation? 1 meter. So moment of inertia mr square, क्योंकि person को हम point mass की तरह treat कर रहे, person को we are replacing by its center of mass. So that is 10 into 1 का square. Similarly ये person भी 10 kg का है, 1 meter distance पे है, 10 into 1 का square plus अब क्या करोगे आप? ml square by 12 for this rod thing, right? So यहाँ पे इस rod का आप calculate करो. 12 into L square कितना है इसका? 4/12. So this is this into omega. अब आप देख लो कितना आ रहा है? 20 plus 4, that is 24 into pi by 6. So that is answer that we are getting is 4 pi. So correct answer will be what? Correct answer will be your C, 4 pi. Now let's deal with this question. A liquid X of density 3.36 gram per centimeter cube is poured in a U2. U2 में आपने डाला, which contains mercury. Another liquid Y is poured in the left arm with height 8 centimeter. Upper level of X and Y are the same. What is the density of Y? So we have studied in fluid mechanics that if fluid is in rest, then pressure at the same level will be same, right? So if I take this as one level, then pressure at this point and at this point should be same, right? Because liquid is in rest. अब अगर आप pressure at this point अगर आप लिखते हो, तो you will write pressure because of 8 centimeter column of liquid Y plus pressure because of mercury in this height. So this will be 2 centimeter because here this hole is 10 centimeter, right? So pressure चलो यहाँ पे A point पे मैं लिखती हूँ pressure पहले. So pressure at A आप क्या लिखोगे? Pressure at A you will write density of Y. Is that given? No, we have to calculate. So rho Y into G into 8 centimeter को मैं centimeter में ही लिख रही हूँ, otherwise we should write it in meter. लेकिन since we are going to compare pressure at A and pressure at B, So if we are using height in centimeter at both places, that will get cancelled, and that is why I'm not changing. Done है? तो यहाँ पे मैंने 8 लिख दिया. Pressure at A, this plus density of mercury, that you should remember 13.6 gram per centimeter cube होता है. So you should remember this into 2. और याद भी होगा क्योंकि फ्लूइड में हम काफी ज्यादा इसको डील करते हैं. And pressure here will be rho x, that is given in the question actually, 3.36 into G into 10. ठीक है. Pressure at A and pressure at B will be equal to who? It will be equal to pressure at A and pressure at B will be equal. So आप इन दोनों को इक्वेट करो. अगर आप इक्वेट करते हो तो क्या मिलेगा? Rho y G into 8 will be equal to how much? 13.6 इंटू 2 इंटू जी मैंने नहीं किया है ना, जी करना चाहिए मुझे. तो एक काम करते हैं, जी को मैंने बाहर ही ले लेती हूँ. सो यहाँ पे क्या होगा? 3.36 इंटू 10, दैट इज 33.6 माइनस, इसको इधर लेकर जाओगे सो दिस विल बिकम 27.2. ठीक है. सो दिस विल बिकम 27.2. and G will get cancelled. So 8 rho y is equal to 6.4 if you're going to calculate it. So rho y will be equal to 0.8 gram per centimeter cube. So this is going to be your answer. So answer will be which one? A. So यहाँ पे आप लिख सकते हो answer is A. चलो अब यहाँ देखते हैं. There is a mass M and that is suspended separately by two different springs in successive order, then time period T1 and T2 respectively. Okay, so question में ये दिया हुआ है कि if through K1 the mass is hanged, then time period is T1, and if it is hanged with M2, then the time period is T2. And it is said that if M is connected by both a spring as shown in the figure, अगर दोनों ही spring से connect किया, in this case time period is T0. Then relation between these three will be what? तो सबसे पहले देख लो T1 का वैल्यू क्या लिखोगे. T1 लिखोगे 2 pi root under M by K1 because this is the formula, right? T2 को आप क्या लिखोगे? 2 pi root under M by K2. Now the question is कि यहाँ जो दो स्प्रिंग साथ में है वो सीरीज में है या पैरेलल में. So if you have studied this thing from me, then I must have discussed कि सीरीज और पैरेलल चेक करने का तरीका क्या है. You simply displace a mass by certain distance, and I am displacing here M by certain distance, suppose by x. Then K2 will also get displaced by x. K1 will also get displaced by x. So these two springs are in what? These two springs are in, if displacement is same, then we say springs are in what? Series or parallel. So here the springs are in, since displacement is same, जैसे यहाँ पे एक और केस में दिखा दूं, ऐसा दिखेगा, ऐसा. So it seems like they are in end to end connected, they are in series. और इससे अगर mass M attached है, and if you are displacing this mass by certain distance, tension in both the spring will be same because a string is massless. Spring is massless, and you must have studied if a string is massless, tension throughout will remain same. So here this will go extension support x1, so k1 x1, और यहाँ पे अगर extension x2 है k2 x2, ये दोनों equal होगा because tension is same throughout. So in series combination tension is same, and in parallel combination what happens? What is same? Displacement is same. But in parallel spring will get added like what? It will get added like series. ठीक है. So यहाँ पे अगर आप add करोगे तो क्या लिखोगे? T0 का वैल्यू क्या लिखोगे? 2 pi root under M by K equivalent. So K1 and K2 are in parallel, and when springs are in parallel, we add them like series. So यहाँ पे ये क्या हो जाएगा? K1 plus K2. This is the thing, right? अब मुझे क्या निकालना है? रिलेशन निकालना है. So एक काम करो, T1 का स्क्वायर कर दो, T2 का स्क्वायर कर दो, और T0 का भी स्क्वायर कर दो. सो अगर तुम यहाँ पे T0 का स्क्वायर करते हो तो क्या मिलेगा? 4 पाई का स्क्वायर M बाई K1 प्लस K2. ठीक है. अब यहाँ पे देखो एक चीज और देख सकते हो यहाँ से। अगर मैं इसको ऑपोजिट कर दूं, 1/T0 का स्क्वायर कर दूं, तो ये क्या हो जाएगा, 1/4 पाई का स्क्वायर। और ये क्या होगा, बाई K1 प्लस K2/M। सो K1/M प्लस K2/M जैसा कुछ दिख रहा है। अब तुम देखो यहाँ से अगर स्क्वायर करते हो, दिस थिंग इफ यू स्क्वायर, इसको अगर स्क्वायर करते हो तो क्या होगा। जैसे यहाँ पे मैं करके दिखाती हूँ। T1 का स्क्वायर को क्या लिख सकते हो, 4 पाई स्क्वायर M/K1। सो K1 किसके बराबर होगा, K1/M की अगर मैं बात करूं, या M/K1 ही चलो लिखते हैं पहले, M/K1 किसके बराबर होगा, T1 स्क्वायर/4 पाई स्क्वायर। तो अगर K1/M लिखना है तो 4 पाई स्क्वायर/T1 स्क्वायर, सेम थिंग यू डू इट हियर, 1/4 पाई स्क्वायर। K1/M को हम क्या लिख सकते हैं, 4 पाई का स्क्वायर बाई T1 का स्क्वायर, प्लस यहाँ पे ये भी क्या हो जाएगा, 4 पाई स्क्वायर बाई T2 का स्क्वायर। तो नाउ यू कैन सी द रिलेशन वेरी इजली, दिस थिंग विल गेट कैंसिल्ड, T0 का 1/T0 का स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू 1/T1 का स्क्वायर प्लस 1/T2 का स्क्वायर। सो करेक्ट आंसर विल बी व्हाट, इट विल बी योर बी। सो करेक्ट आंसर इज व्हाट, इट इज बी। ठीक है, चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं। Gaussian surface in the figure is shown by dotted line. Electric field on the surface will be. So I have taught you in the class. Electric field जो होता है, जैसे this is the expression of Gauss law. So this is Q enclosed by epsilon naught. So this whole term is called flux. So flux is only because of charge enclosed. But if you talk about the electric field, that is because of both charge inside and outside. I've discussed it in detail. So correct answer here will be what? It will be due to all. So correct answer should be, sorry, let's write it here. Correct answer should be B. ठीक है, चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की तरफ चलते हैं। So next question is, two equal point charges are fixed at x equal to minus a and x equal to plus a on the x-axis. ठीक है, so what is the question? Two equal point charges. चलो पहले कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम बना लेते हैं। इसको हमने ले लिया ओरिजिन 0 0। So one charge is at plus a and another charge is at minus a and they are equal charges. So suppose कर लो मैंने q ले लिया। अनदर पॉइंट चार्ज क्यू, चलो इसको स्मॉल क्यू लेते हैं क्योंकि कैपिटल क्यू की बात ऑलरेडी हुई है क्वेश्चन में। अनदर पॉइंट चार्ज क्यू इज प्लेस्ड एट द ओरिजिन एंड दिस इज प्लेस्ड एट वेयर, दिस इज प्लेस्ड एट द ओरिजिन। The change in electric potential energy of Q when it is displaced by a small distance x along the x-axis. So initially when it is at the origin, there will be potential energy. And when it is getting displaced by certain distance, what is that distance? By a small distance. Suppose कर लो डेल्टा x से डिस्प्लेस किया है तुमने, या फिर x से ही डिस्प्लेस किया है जिसको मैं बहुत छोटा मान रही हूँ, along the x-axis. Then what will be the change in electric potential energy? So let's solve it carefully. So if you talk about initial potential energy of the system, so initially like there are three charges done. So initially these two equal charges are at a plus a and minus a, and capital Q charge is at origin. So initial potential energy is KQQ by 2a because separation between these two charges is 2a. And then there will be potential energy because of these two charge and these two charge. Because while calculating potential energy, we take two charge as a pair and we take all possible pairs. ठीक है, I have taught it in the class also. So यहाँ पे अगर आप लिखोगे तो कितना होगा, KQQ by A done plus KQQ by A. So this is going to be our initial potential energy. Now what will be the final potential energy? Finally also separation between two charges at plus A and minus A is not changing. So that is KQQ by 2A plus K, like if it is moving here by X, then this separation will become X plus A. So KQQ by X plus A and then another is KQQ by X minus A. So we have to see की potential energy का difference कैसा दिखेगा. So difference you take now UF minus UI. So अगर इन दोनों का आप difference लेते हो, this will get cancelled, है ना, because they are equal. And here if you do, चलो अच्छे से आराम से करो इसको, सही से कैलकुलेट करोगे, you will get the answer. KQQ by 1 by x plus a plus 1 by x minus a, तो ये हो जाएगा x minus a plus a divided by x square, sorry, a square minus x square. ठीक है, this is this minus 2kqq by how much by a. This is this, right? Now let's calculate it. So if you're going to do that, यहाँ से ये x minus a मैंने गलत लिखा है शायद. This is a minus x, right? A minus x. So यहाँ भी ये a minus x है. So x will get cancelled, 2a will remain. So 2kq divided by a square minus x square, यहाँ पे a minus 2kqq by a. अब आप ध्यान से देखो, यहाँ पे हम लोग बाइनोमियल एक्सपेंशन को यूज करेंगे बिकॉज इट इज रिटन x is far less than 1. So 2kqqa, इसको हम क्या लिख सकते हैं, a स्क्वायर को अगर आप कॉमन लोगे तो 1 माइनस एक्स स्क्वायर बाई ए स्क्वायर माइनस 2kqq बाई a. अगर आप इसको लिखोगे तो क्या होगा, 2kqq बाई a, 1 माइनस एक्स स्क्वायर बाई ए स्क्वायर का पावर -1 लिख सकते हैं, है ना, माइनस 2kqq बाई a. And in this expression, you know, in binomial expansion, if 1 plus x to the power n is equation where x is far less than 1, then we can write it as 1 plus nx. So here in our equation, in this place is what, x square by a square, and this is far less than 1. So we can use that approximation here. So if you're going to use that, what thing you will get, 2kqq by a, ये प्लस हो जाएगा, प्लस 2kqq x square by a क्यूब माइनस 2kqq by a. So ये कैंसिल होगा. Change in potential energy is directly proportional to x का square. That is what you are going to get. So correct answer will be what? Correct answer will be your B. Now let's do this question. In the network shown in figure, each resistance is 1 ohm. The effective resistance between A and B. So between A and B. You must have studied, or if you have not, then let me tell you, if there is a knot, knot means the point where more than one registers are meeting. Okay, so at this point, you can say 1, 2, 3, 4 registers are meeting. So this is a knot. And you can open the knot in one case if it is lying on the vertical line of symmetry. Now, what about the line of symmetry? जैसे देख लो यहाँ पे, we have to calculate R equivalent across A and B. So draw a line joining these 2 points, जिसके across आपको R equivalent निकालना है. तो ये line हो गया ये वाला. This is AB line. है ना, and then draw a line perpendicular to it such that it is bisecting the system. If that line can be drawn then. So यहाँ पे अगर मैं draw करूँ तो ये एक ऐसा line है जो कि हमारे resistors के system को actual में bisect कर रहा है ना. So this is vertical line of symmetry. It is symmetrical line क्योंकि if you treat this line as a mirror, then this system of resistors are in this vertical line, mirror image of each other. So this is vertical line of symmetry. And this horizontal line is not horizontal line of symmetry, क्योंकि अगर आप इसको horizontal mirror की तरह अगर treat करो, तो there is this mirror, if this is an object, then there is no mirror image. So no horizontal line of symmetry. So vertical line of symmetry अगर exist करता है, and if there is a knot on the vertical line of symmetry, you can open it. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे इस नॉट को हम ओपन कर सकते हैं. ओपन करोगे तो कैसे ड्रॉ कर सकते हो, यू कैन ड्रॉ इट लाइक दिस। चलो मैं ड्रॉ करके दिखाती हूँ। सो दिस इज दिस, this is this, right? And we are opening this knot. So if we are opening this knot, we can take it in the upward direction. knot को उठा के ऊपर कर दिया, ठीक है। सो इसको खोल दिया और इसको खोलकर यहाँ पे ले गए, ऊपर की तरफ कर दी। अब देखो यहाँ पे ये पॉइंट ए है, नाउ दिस इज पॉइंट बी। नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज मोर सिंपल, राइट? सो यू कैन सी हियर क्लियरली दिस 1 and 1 is in series 1 1 2, and this 1 and 1 is in series 1 1 2. ठीक है, so this is 2 ohm and this 1 1 2 and this is 1 2 and 1 are in what? 2 and 1 are in parallel. So 2 into 1 by 3. So that is 2 by 3 basically. You know? So this whole is equal to 2 by 3. Now this thing and this whole and this thing, these three are in series. So 1 plus 2 by 3 plus 1. So 2 plus 2 by 3. 2 plus 2 by 3 आप कर लो. So that is 8 by 3. So this whole in the above is 8 by 3 and this is 2. 8 by 3 and 2 are in what? 8 by 3 and 2 are in parallel. ठीक है? So if we are going to do that, what we will get? 8 by 3 into 2 divided by 8 by 3 plus 2. So this will become how much? This is 16 divided by 14. So this is equal to this. So this answer should be 8 by 7. So correct answer should be D. Okay? So remember this vertical line of symmetry rules. I have not taught current electricity till now, but I will discuss this in the class. Answer is D. Okay? Now again, ये जो system है यहाँ पे, just let's read the question first. 6 wires, each of resistance R are connected so as to form a tetrahedron. The equivalent resistance of combination when current enters one corner and leaves through some other corner. ठीक है? So 6 wires है ना, सारे wires का resistance क्या दिया हुआ है? Equal. Current is entering at one end, leaving at another end. ठीक है? So the equivalent resistance of combination का क्या होगा? So if current is entering here and leaving here, it means we have to calculate R equivalent across 1 and 2, right? Battery is there. So चलो एक काम करते हैं, करंट को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करके देखते हैं। ध्यान से यहाँ पे देखना, देखिए टेट्राहेड्रन मींस नीचे एक बेस है, उसके ऊपर से एक ऐसे स्ट्रक्चर, समझ रहे हो? इफ यू हैव सीन टेट्राहेड्रन यू मस्ट हैव। सो यहाँ पे देखो, अगर यहाँ से 3I करंट आया, सपोज कर लो, सो 3I करंट यहाँ पे, इधर R रेजिस्टेंस है, इधर R है, इधर R, तीनों के लिए इक्वल इक्वल करंट तीनों में डिवाइड होगा क्योंकि R सेम है और ज्योमेट्री भी काफी सिमेट्रिकल है। तो यहाँ पे I दोगे, यहाँ पे I दोगे और यहाँ भी I दोगे। अब तुम ध्यान से देखो, पॉइंट 3 के पास जो करंट पहुंच रहा है दैट इज I, एंड एट पॉइंट 4 द करंट व्हिच इज रीचिंग इज I. So at point 3 and at point 4, potential should be same. It will be, right? Because you just see the symmetry of this whole thing. 6 faces are there, 6 arms are there, all have equal resistances. 3I current entered. At the entry point, there are 3 branches, and those 3 branches are sharing equal resistance. And also, ये तीनों branch जो है, वो similar kind of geometry से ahead भी attached है. So there is use lot of symmetry. So I ऐसे हम distribute कर सकते हैं. At point 3, whatever is the potential, same potential will be at point 4 because situation of 3 and 4 is same. So through this no current will flow. इसके थ्रू तुम्हारा कोई भी करंट नहीं जाएगा, और अगर इसके थ्रू कोई करंट नहीं जाता है तो whatever current has entered here will go here and whatever current has entered here will go here. So this are in series, this are in series, so R 2R and this is 2R and then this is R. R 2R and 2R are in parallel because दोनों ही point 1 और 2 से ये तीनों सीरीज कनेक्टेड है ना। जैसे point 1 और 2 से पॉइंट 1 और 2 को आप यहाँ पे डाल लो, R था, एंड देन 231 वाली जो लाइन है, 231 वाली जो लाइन है वो भी 1 2 से कनेक्टेड है, और 241 वाली जो लाइन है वो भी 2 1 से कनेक्टेड है ना, ऐसा. So they are in parallel. This is 2r, this is 2r, and this is r. 1 by r equivalent, if you are going to write, then 1 by 2r plus 1 by 2r plus 1 by r. ठीक है, इसको आप 2 कर दो. So this will become 4 by 2r. So r equivalent is your what? 2r by 4. So this is r by 2. So the खेल is all of geometry and symmetry. And that symmetry is because of this geometry. It is quite symmetrical, है ना. So आंसर क्या आया इसका? आंसर आया हमें D. चलो आगे करते हैं. In the given network, value of C so that an equivalent capacitance between A and B is 3 micro. Equivalent capacitance between A and B is how much? 3 microfarad. So हमसे पूछा गया C का वैल्यू क्या हो. क्वेश्चन बहुत सिंपल है. क्वेश्चन को बस आराम से सॉल्व करते जाओ. ये 6 और 12 किस में है? सीरीज में. एंड यू ऑलरेडी नो दैट इफ कैपेसिटर्स आर इन सीरीज दे गेट एडेड लाइक पैरेलल. ठीक है. सो इन दोनों का इक्विवेलेंट कितना होगा? इन दोनों का इक्विवेलेंट अगर आप निकालते हो तो दिस विल बिकम 12 into 6 by 18. So this is your 4 microfarad. Sorry, this is 6 C equivalent. So this is 4, and this 4, this whole 4 and this 4 are in parallel. So in parallel, they will get added like series 4, 4, 8. And again, 8 and 2 are in series. They will get added like parallel. So 8 into 2 by 10, and that is equal to your how much? 8 by 5. So this whole is becoming how much? 8 by 5. That whole is how much? That is your 8 by 5. Now let's look at here. 2, 2, they are in series, so they will get added like parallel. 2, 2 will become 1. And then this 1, 1 are in parallel, so they will become 2. And then 8 and 2 are in what? 8 and 2 are in series. So again 8 into 2, they will become 8 by 5. So this is also what? This is also your 8 by 5. So now this 8 by 5 and this 8 by 5, they are in parallel. You can clearly see here because both are connected with this end and this end. On one side is one end 8 by 5 and on another side is another 8 by 5. They are in parallel, so they will get added like series. So इस पूरे का C equivalent कितना होगा before B? कितना होगा C equivalent from between let's say इस पॉइंट को मैं P बोलती हूँ, P and B. कितना जाएगा बताओ? 8 by 5 plus 8 by 5. That is your 16 by 5. Now this 16 by 5 is in series with C. Done. And their equivalent is equal to 3. So if they are in series, they will get added like what? They will get added like parallel. So CAB is equal to 3 and this will be equal to 16 by 5 into C plus divided by 16 by 5 plus C. So if you're going to solve this thing, you will get C equal to 48 microfarad. So correct answer is your. Now let's do this question. A capacitance of 2 microfarad is required in an electrical circuit across a potential difference of 1 kilovolt. Okay? So there is a 1 kilovolt battery, 1 kilovolt, and we have to connect the capacitor of 2 microfarad across it. But we don't have 2 microfarad capacitor. In place of that, what we have so many numbers of 1 microfarad capacitor. And they can withstand a potential difference of how much? 300 volt. So the minimum number of capacitors required to achieve this will be what? So in such question, you just do one thing, take certain number of capacitors in one row. So suppose कर लो यहाँ पे मैंने m number of capacitors ली. And there are such how many rows? There are such n rows. Suppose there are such n rows. Done it? And they all are connected with 1 kilovolt such that this whole combination is giving C equivalent equal to 2 microfarad. Now, like each can withstand how much voltage? 300 volt. ठीक है? So if they are connected in series, they are equal capacitors. Done. So if there are n capacitors along this, then C equivalent here will be how much? Since they are in series, they will get added like parallel. So they will be equal to 1 by m. They will be equal to how much? 1 by m. So C equivalent for one arm is 1 by m. We have seen this. Now, C equivalent for whole this system will be like they are in parallel. So one row has a C equivalent 1 by m, another 1 by m, third 1 by m. And if there are such n rows, then what will be C equivalent? So C equivalent of one row, मैंने ये बोला, C equivalent completely कितना होगा? Sum of such n rows, because they are in parallel, they will get added like series. So 1 by n plus 1 by m plus dot dot up to n times. Okay, so this will become n by m, and n by m should be equal to 2 microfarad, right? So this is 2. Now, one more clue was given. One capacitor can withstand how much voltage? 300 volt. And if I talk about one row, then this whole one row will have how much voltage drop? 1000 volt. All capacitors in each row are equal, so they will take equal potential drop. So if there are n capacitors in one row, then potential drop on each capacitor is equal to how much? 1000 by m, and this should be less than 300. Okay, so m 10 by 3 should be less than m. So m is greater than 10 by 3. So if I talk about number, then minimum value of n can be 4. Done. And if m is 4, then n will be equal to what? 8. Done. So m is 4 and n is your what? This is 8. So how many minimum numbers required? In one row there are 4. There are such 8 number of rows. So total capacitors will be equal to how much? 32. So correct answer will be what? Correct answer will be your B. Now let's do another question. So this is your another question. अब यहाँ पे देखो 1 microfarad capacitor is charged by 100 volt supply. So there is 1 microfarad capacitor and this is getting charged by what? This is getting charged by 100 volt. So how much charge will be there on this capacitor? Q naught इसको मैं बुलाती हूँ suppose. So that will be 100 microcoulomb. ठीक है? It is then disconnected and now this capacitor is getting disconnected. तो इसको अब disconnect किया तो capacitor ऐसा हो जाएगा. But it will have charge stored क्योंकि charge को हमने कहीं फेंका नहीं है. It will be still there, right? So now when it is disconnected, it has total charge of 100 micro. And is connected to another uncharged capacitor. And what we are doing with this charged capacitor, we are connecting it, we are establishing its connection with another capacitor which is uncharged. Okay? So the percentage of energy lost in form of heat and electromagnetic radiation is how much energy is lost? That is the question. So initially, when it was connected, when 1 microfarad was connected to the battery and the moment is what disconnected, till that point of time, what is the energy of on the 1 microfarad capacitor? What is initial energy? That is your, you can write that as Q square by 2C. So Q ka square means 100 microcoulomb ka square divided by 2 into 1 microfarad. Like that. We can write, है ना? और initially इस capacitor पे तो कोई energy नहीं है because it is uncharged. Now if we talk about the final, then we need to know कि finally दोनों पे क्या charges होंगे या दोनों पे क्या potential difference हो. ठीक है? So the moment we will establish the connection, what will happen? Charge will flow from here, will go here. And similarly, positive charge will come here and negative will come here. This thing is going to happen. And how long will this happen? have answer in why this is happening. This is happening because it was uncharged, zero potential. This plate has positive potential. So charge will flow from high to low potential. Okay? It has negative potential. It has zero potential initially. So what will happen? Charge will flow from high to low potential. So it will flow from here to here. So it will lose its positive charge. So it will start acquiring negative charge because initially it was neutral and its negativity will drop. So all this thing will happen until their potential difference will become same. So finally, their potentials are becoming same. It means these two capacitors are in parallel. We can say done, and they will have common potential of V. So let's say since they are in parallel, I am just combining them or I'm writing them as C equivalent. They are in parallel. Their C equivalent will become 2 microfarad and they will have voltage. Now, what is the total charge finally? So total charge finally, if you write total charge finally will be how much? This will be equal to 2 micro 2V microcoulomb. Okay? And there will be no charge loss because charge is traveling from one plate to another. It is not going out of the system. So whatever charge was initially on the system, same will be finally on the system. So here what we can do is we can equate 2V microcoulomb to initial charge 100 microcoulomb. So voltage is 50 volt. So final voltage कितना है 50 volt. इनिशियली एनर्जी कितना था माइक्रोकूलम के टर्म में मैंने इतना लिखा था. अगर मैं इसको हाफ सीवी स्क्वायर के टर्म में लिखूं तो ऐसा होगा हाफ इंटू 1 माइक्रोफैराड इंटू वी का स्क्वायर. इनिशियल वी वाज योर 100 का स्क्वायर. ठीक है. फाइनली अगर मैं एनर्जी की बात करूं तो हाफ इंटू सी इक्विवेलेंट 2 माइक्रोफैराड इंटू 50 का स्क्वायर. So you just need to calculate the change over here. EF माइनस क्या करना होगा? सो हमारा जो आंसर है उसमें क्या लाना है? हमें निकालना है डेल्टा E डिवाइडेड बाई E इनिशियल इंटू 100. सो डेल्टा E तुम्हारा कितना होगा? इनिशियली कितना था? 10 टू द पावर 4. इसको भी चलो ब्रेक कर लेते हैं. 10 टू द पावर कितना हो जाएगा? 6. और यहाँ पे भी ये कितना होगा? 2 इंटू 10 टू द पावर माइनस 6. इफ यू आर राइटिंग इन SI only. So this will become your how much? Okay, 1 by 2 into 10 to the power minus 2 minus how much is that? This is your 1 by 2 into 10 to the power minus 6 into 100 into 25. This 2 will get cancelled. So this is 25 into 10 to the power minus 4. 25 into 10 to the power minus 4. Divided by E initial half into 10 to the power minus 2 into 100. अब इसको देखो सॉल्व करने का इजी तरीका ये है 100 से मल्टीप्लाई डिवाइड कर दो 100 से मल्टीप्लाई कर. दिस विल बिकम 50 into 10 to the power minus 4. So this is 25 into 10 to the power minus 4. 1 by 2 into 10 to the power minus 2 into 100. So this is 10 to the power minus 2. And this 2 when will go above, it will become how much? 50. And this will get cancelled. So answer we are getting is how much? It is your 50%. Correct answer is what? D. Okay? Sure. So it is logic that we need to remember. Now let's calculate this. An infinite number of charges, each having magnitude equal to 2 microcoulomb, are placed along x-axis at 1 meter, 2 meter, 4 meter, like that, 8 meter, 16 meter, like that. So infinite number of charges are there, right? And they are kept, first is kept at 1 meter, and then 2 meter, then 4 meter, then 8 meter, and then 16 meter, and so on. Such that consecutive charges have opposite signs. So अगर पहला 2 microcoulomb है तो दूसरा -2 है. अगेन 2 है, फिर -2 है, लाइक दैट. Now, electric potential is alpha by beta times the electric field intensity at O, at the origin. Then we have to calculate beta minus A. So we need to calculate electric potential at O and electric field at O. So if you talk about potential, you know that, sorry, you know that potential because positive charge is taken as plus and potential because of negative charge is taken as negative. So चलो यहाँ पे मैं पोटेंशियल एट ओ लिखती हूँ. तो कितना होगा, के क्यू को मैं बाहर ले लेती. ठीक है. सो फॉर फर्स्ट इट विल बी 1, देन फॉर सेकेंड नेगेटिव पोटेंशियल हाफ, then again plus, then again half. Kq by r is the potential formula, right? So like that we will do up to infinity. So this is your potential. ठीक है. एंड इफ यू कैलकुलेट इट, दिस इज अ इन्फिनिट ज्योमेट्रिक सीरीज. अगर फर्स्ट टर्म को 1 मानते हो तो रेशियो कितना है हमारा यहाँ पे, अगर इसको कैलकुलेट करते हैं, आर का वैल्यू कितना है, आर इज योर -12, राइट. एंड सम अगर निकालोगे तो क्या होता है, फर्स्ट टर्म डिवाइडेड बाय 1 minus r. So first term is 1 divided by 1 minus r. So r ka value is -1/2. So it will become plus. This is how much? 2/3. And then there is this constant kq. So kq को यहाँ लिखो. यानी कि potential कितना आया, 2kq/3. Similarly, you can calculate electric field. अब इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड का फॉर्मूला क्या होगा, पॉजिटिव चार्ज के लिए इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड विल बी इन दिस सेंस and for negative charge it will be in this sense. Similarly for this positive in this sense and this negative in this sense. So positive का multiply add करेंगे, negative का subtract करेंगे. So again if you go on to write the electric field का formula for point charges kq by r square. So r का square करते जाओगे, यहाँ भी minus होगा because their directions are opposite. So 1 minus 1/4 plus 1/16 minus 1/64 plus dot. And here the r is how much, r is -1/4. So here sum will be equal to 1 divided by 1 plus 1/4. So again this will become how much, 4/5 kq. ठीक है. So 4 kq by 5. Now electric potential is alpha by electric potential, that is 2/3 kq is equal to alpha by beta times electric field intensity, that is 4/5 kq. आप इन दोनों को कट कर दो. So this is 2 and alpha by beta is equal to how much, alpha by beta is equal to 5/6. So if you're doing beta minus alpha it will be 1 क्योंकि beta 6 alpha 5 like that. So correct answer will be what? It will be 1. Now, during an adiabatic expansion, a gas does 50 joule of work. So work done by the gas is taken as what? Work done on the system is taken as negative. Work done by the system is taken as positive. So this is plus 50 joule. It is then cooled at constant volume by removing 20 joule of energy. So when you are adding the energy is positive, when you are removing it is negative. So Q is here -20 joule. The magnitude of total change in internal energy. So use the formula Q equal to W plus delta U. Q is -20, W is 50 plus delta U. So delta U will be equal to how much? Delta U will be equal to -70 joule. So correct answer क्या होगा? So इस क्वेश्चन में बस we needed to use sign convention properly. Now, in a space having electric field E equal to itna, the potential at point 10 meter, 20 meter is 0. Then potential at point origin is what? Done. So recently in the class I taught you there is a relation between potential difference and electric field, and that is written as dV equal to -E dot dl. This is this, right? So here dV you can write as -E. E का value कितना है, AXI cap plus YJ cap dot DXI cap plus DY J cap. So if you're going to solve it, -A x dx plus y dy. ठीक है? And we need to calculate potential at one point is given, then we need to calculate at origin. So integrate कर लो आप. Initially origin पे 0 0 ले लो, x को 0 0 लो, तो potential कितना है हमें नहीं पता. And if we are taking certain point 10 meter and 20 meter, then potential value is how much? 0. और लिमिट तुम ऑपोजिट भी ले सकते हो, क्योंकि लिमिट जहां पे 0 दिया हुआ है वो वैल्यू हमें गिवन है. तो एक काम करो, आइडियली हम बॉटम में वो लिमिट लेते हैं जहां पे वैल्यू क्या हो 0. तो एक काम करो, यहाँ पे आप लिख लो 10 20 और इसमें पोटेंशियल 0 है. पोटेंशियल एट origin we have to calculate what it will be. ठीक है? सो वी जस्ट नीड टू पुट दिस वैल्यूज. अगर आप इसको देखोगे माइनस ए एक्स स्क्वायर बाई 2 प्लस ए को बाहर ही रखते हैं वाई स्क्वायर बाई 2 एंड दिस इज हाउ मच 10 20 0 0 and this is potential at 0 minus potential at that point that is 0 already given. ठीक है? अब इसको आप सॉल्व करो. इसको अगर सॉल्व करोगे तो v नॉट का वैल्यू क्या मिलेगा? माइनस a is given, right? a is given in the question, that is 10 volt, so that is minus 10. अब यहाँ पे देखो 0 0 रखोगे तो ये पूरा ही 0 हो जाएगा. So this is 0 minus if you are putting x equal to 10 100 by 2, that is your 50, and this is y square by 2, that is 400 by 2, so that will be 200. So that is basically 2, if I'm not wrong, 250. ठीक है? So this is 250 and v naught will be equal to 2500. So this is your correct answer, 2500. This is going to be your answer. Now let's do this question. A battery of internal resistance 4 ohm is connected to the network of resistances as shown. In order that maximum power can be delivered to the network, value of R should be. So there is a question. ये question काफी ज़्यादा आता है कि maximum power delivered to the network. So there is a thing that you can derive also, but here I will directly write. If there is a battery of certain volt, an internal resistance R, and then there is external resistance added, capital R. So this will consume maximum power only if value of R is equal to small. Okay? So if this network, whole network has value of 4 ohm, then it will consume maximum power. तो अब आप कैलकुलेट कर लो. अब देखो ये R R, इसको ध्यान से देखो. This is R, this is R, है ना? This is 6R. And this RR is in series, so इसको आप लिख सकते हो 2R. And similarly this okay, so this R and this R are in series, so this is your again 2R, and here it is 4R, and then this is like, sorry, उस R को तुमने ऐड कर दिया ना, RR 2R किया, so इसको ऐसे ही कंबाइन कर. So if you look at it carefully, this is a Wheatstone bridge, right? And balanced one, क्योंकि यहाँ पे ये है R by 2R, 1 by 2, 2R by 4R, 1 by 2. So they are balanced, no current will flow here. So these two are in series, these two are in series. R, 2R, R, 3R, 4R, 2R, 6R. So 3R into 6R divided by 9R. And this is this. This is this. So this is equal to 2R, and 2R should be equal to how much? It should be equal to 4. So R is equal to 2. Correct answer will be what? R is equal to 2. Okay. Now, a ball is projected with a certain speed from a point on the ground, which is at a distance 30 meters from a vertical wall. So there is a vertical wall. Okay. And what is happening? From a distance of 30 meters, a ball is getting projected at an angle of 45 degrees, such that this ball just grazes this wall and then fall in this direction, right? How many distance behind? 10 meter. Then we have to calculate height of the wall. हमें क्या निकालना है? Height of the wall. So if you see this question, this is the projectile question, and this is trajectory. This is the projectile का same, ठीक है? So if you talk about this point has positions indicated. Here x value, that is displacement of projectile in the x direction, is 30 meter. And in y direction, we don't know, that will be equal to the height of tower h length. h निकालना है हमें, ठीक है? So, and here also one more thing, projectile is starting from here, it is ending here. So range is given, that is 40 meters. How to solve this question? Equation of trajectory we can use. एक lengthy equation होता है जिसको नहीं use करते हम mostly for equation for solving questions. जो easy question है, easy equation है, वो ये है, y is equal to x tan theta 1 minus xy, ठीक है? So y का वैल्यू यहाँ पे इस पॉइंट पे हम इस इक्वेशन को लगा कर देखते हैं. So y का वैल्यू पुट करो, h है, x का वैल्यू 30 है, थीटा here is the angle of projection, so tan 45 is 1 minus 30 by r, that is 40. So यहाँ से हमें h directly मिल जाएगा, 30 into 1 minus 3 by 4 is 1 by 4, ठीक है? So correct answer will be how much? 15 by 2. और हमें क्या निकालना है? 10h. सो h का वैल्यू हमें ये आया, अगर 10h आप निकालोगे तो 10 into 15 by 2, सो दिस इज 75 मीटर, ठीक है? सो करेक्ट आंसर विल बी 75 मीटर. नाउ a ball of mass 0.2 kg is thrown vertically upward by applying a force by hand. Then you are applying force by hand and then you are throwing an object of mass 0.2 kg. If the hand moves 0.2 meter and while throwing it, जैसे मेरे हाथ में एक बॉल है, यहाँ पे बॉल है, मैंने हाथ से फोर्स लगाया और फोर्स लगाते वक्त my hand moved up by distance of 0.2 meter. It means hand and ball was in contact for how much time? For how much distance? 0.2 meter. ठीक है? And after that, जैसे यहाँ पे hand ले लो, ball and hand are in rest. Hand started moving up, ball is also there. It moved up by 0.2 meter. And then what it is doing? Then it is losing the contact with the hand, and then ball is moving upward. ठीक है? And ball goes up to height of how much? 2 meter. Height further. Find the magnitude of force. तो just ध्यान से सोचो, this question is very simple. जैसे if there is a ball in my hand and I'm not applying any force on the ball, so ball will remain in the hand. It won't go up, fly up to a certain point and then come down. It won't happen, right? Just because I'm applying the force, it is gaining some kinetic energy, and because of that kinetic energy, it is rising up by certain height. Okay? So initially, when hand and ball were in rest, position was this one. So इसको reference point ले लो, h equal to 0. Finally, ball कितने height तक गया? 2.2 meter total. यहाँ से देखे तो, है ना? So how much potential energy it gained? क्या लिखोगे? mgh you will write, right? So m is 0.2, g is 10, h is 2.2. ठीक है? So this is going to be how much? mgh. So how much is the potential energy? 2.2 into 0.2. That is your 4.4 joule. Okay? And this should be equal to what? This potential energy is coming from where? Why it gained potential energy? Because hand did the work. Done. So hand applied the force and it did the work. To what distance it was in touch with the hand? 0.2 meter. So force was acting till 0.2 meter. Work done by hand will be written as force into 0.2 meter and this should be equal to 4. बिकॉज जो भी वर्क हुआ वही काइनेटिक एनर्जी के फॉर्म में दिख रहा है, सॉरी पोटेंशियल एनर्जी गेन के फॉर्म में दिख रहा है. सो फोर्स विल बिकम इक्वल टू हाउ मच, point will get cancelled, 22 meter. So correct answer will be what? 22 Newton. Now let's look at this question. In the circuit shown below, a meter reading is 0. It is giving 0 reading. The value of the resistance R is, R का value कितना हो, ठीक है. So whatever current is coming from here will go like this, will go like this. It is not reaching this place, the current, right? So we have to calculate the value of R. Let's do it. So if you look at it, let me erase all the things. Okay, so there is no current flowing in this thing. It means whatever potential is of these 2 points will be potential of these 2 points, right? Done. So this will have potential of how much? This will have potential of how much? Jaise, this is a 2-volt battery. So if you calculate the potential of this point and this point, it will be equal to what? There is no current flowing, right? There is no current in this arm. So will it be equal to 2 volt? Can you say that? Because देखो यहाँ पे अगर if you're getting confused, you can also do one thing. This we can assign plus 2 volt. This we can assign 0. This we can assign 0 and this we can assign 12. We can do that, right? So यहाँ पे इस point will have, this point will have potential 0 and since there is no current here, यहाँ का potential अगर 2 volt है, this also has potential of 2 volt and this also will have potential of 2 volt. So potential difference across resistance R will be taken as what? 2 volt. So it has a potential of 2 volt. So here if potential dropping is 2 volt, then how much potential will drop here? I said you before that circuit, effective circuit will look like this. Because no current is flowing in this arm, right? So effective loop circle is this, circuit is this is 500 ohm and this is R and this is your how much? This is your 12 volt, right? So if this is 2 volt, then out of 12 volt, 2 volt R is taking, so 10 volt this will take. Now what will be the current here? So current here can be written as what? It can be written as 10 by 500. So this can be taken as 1 by 50 ampere. And this same current will flow through this. So if you calculate along R, what is the potential difference? Then it will be IR and this is equal to 2 volt. So I is 1 by 50 into R and this is equal to 2. So R will be equal to 100 ohm. So correct answer will be what? Correct answer will be 100 ohm. Okay. So I hope all doubts are clear. If you're having any doubt in any other question, you can ask me in the classroom. Till then, bye-bye, take care and keep attending